everybody. Let's do our week 36 review. We have a lot to talk about. Some of these things are just like the symptoms I've been having this past week. One of them is grumpiness. I've been really grumpy.
This whole pregnancy.
Get your head out of here. I've been really grumpy, especially this past week. It's been bad. I just have very little patience. I'm very impatient. It's very sad. And then, yeah, sad. And then I've also had a whole bunch of contractions so technically it would be in week 37, because I'm on Tuesday, and my, I think it switches on Monday night Sunday night to Monday. So Monday is like my first official week 37. So yesterday. Anyways, that I had tons of contractions yesterday. Big ones. Make me feel sick and like breathless big ones. And I was just like, oh my goodness, this is not fun. And that's part of the reason why I'm so grumpy, because I just don't feel good overall. And I think I remember this from both of the other pregnancies, that I was grumpy towards the end, very impatient towards the end, and just overall I didn't feel good at the end of the pregnancy. And it was just like, I'm ready to have this baby. Hurry up, put me into labor, let's go for a walk, let's do something. I need to get this baby out of me. That's how I feel. Also, I think there's a possibility I might have lost my mucus plug, which is good. That means I'm towards the end. That means it's almost over. I think there's two ways that it said in the book that you can lose your mucus plug, and one of them is you see like what looks like a big chunk of mucus in the toilet or whatever. And then the other one is you just have a really big increase of mucus coming out. And that's the way that you know you're getting ready and it's almost there. Do you hear the boys? They're laughing, giggling. That's so cute. Anyways, also it's been hard to sleep. I know I said that last week. It doesn't get any easier at this point. I think until I have the baby, it is going to be uncomfortable. I'm going to be rolling over. I'm going to be getting up to pee. I'm going to be having tons of things interrupt my sleep. Whether it's the baby kicking in the middle of the night or not being able to fall asleep when I fall asleep. So I'm like ready to fall asleep, and then right as you start going into that like realm of imaginariness when you're falling asleep, and then all of a sudden kick, and you're like, oh man, I'm awake again. That's kind of what happens. Also, here's the results from my Group B strep test. I am positive, which doesn't really mean that much to me. Truthfully, it's not that big of a deal, because they take care of it. They just will give me some medicine, and then they'll give the baby some medicine when the baby's born. And Corbin did have it too, but I mean, he didn't have it, but I had it, and they took care of it, and nothing was bad. I mean, I was really nervous hearing it for the first time. Oh no, I have Group B strep. What does that mean? Sounds like a STD. I'm like, but it's not, and it's quite normal. And he was fine with it, and they just took good care of me, and now I'm not worried about it for this pregnancy. So everything should be fine still, and they'll just make sure to give me what I need medicine-wise. And then they checked me, and I am still dilated to a 1. So 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, I hadn't had that much of progression. I was still dilated to a 1. Before, he was like, you're almost at a 1. Now he's like, okay, you're at a 1, and 40% effaced instead of 20% effaced. So I guess I am making progress, but I do have to say I didn't have very many contractions in that last 2 weeks before he checked me. And so this week, I've had a lot of contractions already, and I'm just like, oh, feeling gross, and that's actually a sign of labor, so that's good. And last week the baby was supposed to be 6 pounds 20 inches tall. This week, week 37. Yay! You know what that means? Full term. Yeah. Yay! I'm so happy. That really makes me happy. Even though I was counting. I have 19 days left at this point until my due date. 19 days. But hopefully we can shave 7 off and have it be only 12 days. That's like the latest I want to go. Really, like, I'm okay until then, and then I'm like, nope, I'm ready. And really, it's going to be like 3 or 4 days before that I'm going to be like, I'm ready to have this baby. Come on, let's do this thing. So I guess the baby should be around 6.5 pounds this week. And some of the things that the baby's doing is inhaling and exhaling amniotic fluid and blinking and moving the little butt from side to side. Usually the baby's butt is on this side, but I think this morning it was on this side. And it really just depends. Sometimes when I'm having a lot of contractions, the baby will just hold still. Or sometimes when I'm having a lot of contractions, the baby will move around like crazy. It's really weird. And sometimes the baby moving around will cause contractions. And that's always fun. I'm like, oh, look, the baby's moving around. Oh! And then a symptom of just this last month that I've kind of been having, which is also in what to expect when you're expecting, one of those, is a loss of appetite or a gaining of an appetite. And I've actually had a loss of appetite this last month. I've been wanting ice so badly. And Michael is driven crazy by it, and he's like, I'm going to tell the dentist on you. And I'm like, I don't care. I want ice. It's so weird. It's like a really strong craving. Ice. I just want ice really, really badly. Like I'll be sick. Like when we're driving in the car, I'll get a little bit car sick, and I'm like, I need ice right now. So we go through the drive-thru and only get a cup of ice, and that's all. And James is like, hamburger? We're like, sorry, we're only getting ice this time. Anyways, I get ice and I eat it, and it like calms me down and makes me not be nauseous anymore. Is that weird? Sounds so weird to me, because usually with both of the other pregnancies, if I was ever nauseous, like eating or drinking water or ice never really helped me, but it's helped me a lot this time. And it's just like eating the food that I've been craving that just makes me feel completely better. So anyways, I really like ice. I even want some right now. Just talking about it, my mouth is watering. That's so funny. And then one of the other symptoms is nesting at this point. I have been nesting, but it's been more like nesting and having a lot of energy in 1 second, and then the next being dead tired. So it's like going back and forth between those two things a lot. Mostly being dead tired at this point. I know the nesting is going to pick up very soon. Like yesterday, I just cleaned up a whole bunch, and it wasn't that hard. Like sometimes my brain just like works really well. And I'm able to get done exactly what I need to, and then it's done, and I'm like, wow, that was a lot easier than what I expected. And then I still need to get my hospital bag ready, and I'll show you guys when I do kind of the things that I'm going to put into it, and it's mostly just like an overnight bag with really comfy stuff in it. And a baby outfit that's going to be so cute. I've also been feeling really heavy, like physically, just, oh my goodness, I am so heavy right now. Oh, and I didn't gain any weight from week 35 to week 36. I was just 163. And then, and that's also a symptom of your last month. One of the things that will happen a lot is that the baby's weight gain will kind of slow down. Technically, the baby's still gaining like a ½ pound a week at this point, but it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to gain weight. You know, it's just, it all kind of evens out somehow. And then signs of labor. Here are a few signs of labor for you guys to check out if you want. if you need to know some of these. And this is where I'm like, okay, I can't remember what they were, so I want to look them up. And here are a few. Nesting, which I've definitely been doing. Mucus plug, which I might have lost it, maybe, I'm not sure. Bloody show, and that's just a tiny bit of blood, and that's because your cervix is thinning out and dilating, and that's not always fun, and it does hurt, but usually it's slow. It's a slow process, so it's kind of just sore and not like excruciating pain. If you have excruciating pain, I think you should tell your doctor. Just so you know. And then loose stools is another one. Backaches are another one, and I occasionally will get backaches, and I think it might be back labor even. And that's just where I'm like, oh my goodness, doesn't matter what I do, my back hurts. Ouch. And then sometimes you get flu-like symptoms, which I actually didn't know. But I think I just overall have been feeling gross. Like, it's not as fun anymore. It's not fun to be pregnant anymore. Right now I just want to have a baby. And then another symptom is the baby dropping, which my mom was noticing. She said that she thought the baby had dropped on me, which I never really notice. It's usually somebody that says, I think the baby's dropped, just by looking at me. And then another sign of labor is contractions, obviously. So, that's a lot to talk about. At this point, there is a lot to talk about, and it is getting super exciting, and it's not like, okay, nothing really happened this week. At this point, it's like, stuff is happening. I'm getting there. I'm really impatient, and I want it to happen now. All right, Michael, come here.
So, if I'm experiencing half of those signs of labor, does that mean I'm in labor?
I think so. I think Michael's in labor. He's in labor, guys!
I'm just joking. I haven't experienced any of those things. Except extreme muscle gain, extreme sense of humor, intelligence gain.
That's right. That is right.
Superpowers. Yeah. Laser vision.
I wrote you some things up here.
Did you write me some notes?
I wrote you some notes.
I was wondering what I was going to talk about. Actually, I wasn't.
Extreme muscle gain.
She's really wanting to have this baby. You should see her when the camera's not on and it's just like we're all hanging out here. She's just like, I can see the gears moving in her head, and she's just thinking, how can I make this baby come right now?
I'm not thinking right now. I'm thinking, I need to get ready. Like, physically, I'm going to go for a walk. Oh, these are my goals. I didn't even tell you.
She's like, if I go walking 5 miles, let's see. Maybe if I jump on a trampoline.
I did not say that.
No, she didn't say that. But she thought it. I know she thought it. She wants this baby to come.
I want this baby to come. I really do. But my goal is to go for one walk each day and to have an isogenic shake every day. So something that's really healthy, and going for a walk, getting some physical activity, getting things moving. Because I seriously was so depressed when I found out I was still at a 1. I was like,
she was really sad.
I was thinking, I'm either at a 2 or a 3, maybe even a 5. No, not really.
She was hoping.
I mean, you never know, right? You never know. But I seriously was like, I'm at a 1. What? So I'm like, I'm going for walks. I'm going to get this thing started. And I really also, I've been not feeling it, so I've been laying down a lot. And I feel like, okay, I need to get my body in shape a little bit more to prepare for labor, because it is a lot of work and it is exhausting, and I need to be a little bit more prepared and fit, fit for that. So anyways, that's what I've been doing. And
she danced the entire boot scoot boogie at Witch's Night Out.
I did. I danced the entire boot scoot and boogie.
8.5 months pregnant, and she's out there boot scoot boogieing it while wearing this Ursula costume.
Which was grabbing everyone.
All the little tentacles were like poking people and bumping people.
What is that? What's that?
Groping people.
What is that dance where you like go in a conga line or something where everybody's like do 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 do? Yeah. Anyways, we did that to a song, and the person in front of me was getting like poked with my tentacles the whole time, and I was like, sorry, it's not me, it's my tentacles. And I'm not trying to be inappropriate.
Woo!
And they're like curled under, like grabbing at things. I'm like, okay, that's terrible.
So you took that thing off after a while.
Yeah, I made it most of the night, and then like an hour before it was over, maybe like 45 minutes before it was over, I was like, bag this. I'm done wearing the uncomfortable parts of this costume. So I just got rid of like my crown and my trident and my tentacles.
Your inappropriate tentacles.
My inappropriate tentacles. And I just wore the tutu, and I still looked like a witch. I looked actually probably more like a witch than... Yeah, anyways, it worked. It worked. It was good. And it was a lot more comfortable. And then I was like, okay, I'm done. I just kind of sat there and watched people dance. And it was really enjoyable. And I was thinking, this is my Halloween. I'm really happy with it. It was good. Enjoyable. Anyways, do we have some news for people in the corner?
Yes. We got some news on our new house.
We did!
It's still not going to get here before the baby does.
Yeah, probably not.
Unless the baby's like a month late.
Oh,
But
don't say that!
that's not going to happen.
I'm going to cry.
Becca's like, I'll get this baby out if I have to scoop it out with a spoon. So, but they officially ordered the house. So it will be getting here probably in the next week or two. And then it'll take another 2 weeks to set up. But it'll be here officially.
Yes.
Soon.
I'm so happy. Very, very happy about that. Because it is tight. It is really tight in our house right now. And
Yes.
I don't think we can last very much longer
Yeah.
in this tight space. But we're okay. We're okay. Until... Because we know something better is coming, right?
That's right.
So
That's right.
if we didn't know something better was coming, we might be like, what do we need to do to fix this? It's hard. It's hard to live in a small house. And it's getting really cramped, you know, just with all the baby stuff that we need to bring in here. But it sure is nice to know that there's hope in the future and that things change and families grow and, you know, it's exciting. It really is exciting to know that we're going to have another baby. It's getting kind of nerve-wracking and unreal, like, it's almost unreal at this point. But then again, did we tell them about the alien thing, the baby moving around in my belly?
I don't know.
I don't think we told you guys this past week. One more thing. He was freaking out because I always, this is always what happens. I go, Michael, the baby's moving. And he's like, okay, I'm gonna look over there in just a second. And then he just like waits for 5 minutes and then he looks at my belly and then right then it's like nothing. Nothing is happening after, you know, the baby was moving and then it's like the second he looks at the baby's like, well, this time I was like, Michael, look, the baby's moving. And he's like, okay. So he looked and it was like, and it was moving all around and he was freaking out. He was like, whoa! Ah! He's like yelling and like, oh my goodness, that looks so creepy. And it was so funny to me that I started laughing and then the baby would stop moving. So then I'd like be quiet for a really long time and the baby would start moving around again like I was trying to escape and he was like seeing elbows and hands and everything. I wish I could have got that on camera. That was funny.
That was weird. Yes, weird. Weird, maybe moving. Okay, we are doing a live stream video on Monday, the 21st of October at 6 p.m.
Next week.
This video will be going live on Friday. So when you're watching this, it's Friday, unless you're watching it on Saturday or Sunday or even Monday. But that just means that it's going to be a couple days. And then we're going to be doing the live stream right from our house right here, so you guys can chat with us on the comments section and let us know what your questions are or your thoughts are and just hang out with us and talk to us or whatever. Yep. It's going to be our first live stream and we're really excited about it.
Yeah, it is really exciting. And we're going to have some special stuff planned, so stay tuned. Are we ready for belly time?
Alright, I think so.
Baby belly time. Belly, week 37. I'm almost there. This is officially full-term belly, guys. This is how big. I'm so excited to be done. I really am. But here you go. This is what you get. 37 weeks of belly.